Hello. Good morning from Hong Kong. Anyone here? Please wave hands. Give me a hello if you're here. Morning, Eileen, Stacy. Hey, Marcus. Namaste, Miranda. Hi, Leela. Hi, Gaurav. Morning. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Marcus. Morning, Mandy. Joan, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Joanne, hi. Caroline, morning. Melody, morning. Sherry, morning. Marcus, morning. Elsa, good morning. Colin, very good morning, sir. Ada, hi. Natalie, hi. Brenda, hello. Kiki, hi. Queenie, hi. Choco Cat, nice name. Hi. Azad, Hariom, Hariom. Bad Fang, hi, morning. Dawn, hi. Eva, hi. So if you're watching from any other parts of this world, please let me know where are you from. Vincy, morning. Morning, Vivian. Okay, we're going to have a level 2, not dancing today. Level 2. Yeah. Namaste, Gaurav. Rolina, hi. Joy, hi. Fanny, hello. Good morning, Annie from Malaysia, yeah. Good morning from Singapore. Okay, another one from Singapore. Vish Wong, hello. Ranaji, good morning. Shilu, hello. Okay, so today is level 2 again, 1 hour, so we'll quickly move on to warm up the major muscle groups, knowing the limitation of the time. Practice with me. Dancing plus Hatha 2. We have to set up a different class for that, yeah? Dance and yoga, maybe dance to warm up, build some sweat, do some cardio, and then do a yin class, so it becomes a yang and a yin. Okay, Julie, hi, morning. Today's practice would be basically based overall in the entire body. I'm not a great fan of trying to categorize practices like, okay, let's do inversions, let's do arm balances, or let's do back bends only. However, having said so, I would love to do that when I have got longer time. But if it's a 1 hour class, I really want to focus on getting the overall body to work so that at the end of the practice we feel a lot more complete, a lot more grounded physically and mentally. Jenny, hi, morning. So again, for online classes, the challenge is the teacher is not watching us, right? We are not really, we can perhaps choose any options. So the real important discipline over here is, let me try to work on getting in to any options possible depending on my level of practice, rather than when we see something challenging coming in, and if the body doesn't really know how to respond to that new practice, you take a step back and maybe watch. And that's fine to watch, but again, within that 60 minutes of practice, we really want to have the entire body to work and set up ourselves into that level that I would like to participate as much as I can. So listen to the options carefully. The option has it all. Every options you're choosing it in a right way will take you into certain level, as long as you're having a basic foundation of your upper body and arm strength. Okay, these are the two main parts: upper body and arm strength, core and arm strength, when you're going into level 2. Flexibility usually doesn't really takes a lot. It builds up with the regularity of the practice, but especially for girls, it takes a lot more efforts to build up that plateau and coming into at par with your flexibility and strength together. You know what I mean? It is the reverse if you're a guy. Okay, so let's get started with the practice. Good morning, Bonnie, and stay with me for the full length of the practice. Continue doing your own options. There'll be something which are more a little bit more technical. I would break them down for you, and I would expect that even though it's online, you guys are learning the most out of the practice. And again, it's a level 2, so prepare yourself physically and mentally, and you will do great. Okay, so let's go. Notifications off. IG. Swipe to the right if you're on your Facebook. Thomas morning, and then the notifications are gone. We're good to go. Check if you need a block in case there will be some practices which might essentially ask you to take block, but again, it's completely optional as it is described in the routine of the practice down below the head. Sit straight, close your eyes. Bring the palms in prayer. Soften the body. Soften the mind. And accept your respiration from deep within the heart. And allow that depth of the breath to melt any resistance or tensions. Not just limiting to the physical body's resistances, but it's a mind to soften, to relax the brain, and to really come and connect here together for this practice. Let us chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra today. It says, it's prayer to Lord Shiva, asking mortality. So it says that like a ripened cucumber is released from its stalk naturally without any force, the same way naturally allow my cycle of birth and death to come into an end, attaining the highest state, nirvana or moksha. Listen to the mantra if the words are unfamiliar, and join together if you know the chant. Take an inhale. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bhavandanat Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gratitudes. Namaste. Right, lie down on your back. Let's go in for some core practice straight away. As we come into a reclined position, bring the palms next to your hips. So this is a combination of a reverse crunch and a leg lift on together. So the hands are next to the hips. Bring the knees into your chest. Now using the core, draw the knees up towards your face as the hip goes all the way up, like you're going into a shoulder stand. Now with control, lower down the spine first, and lower the legs all the way down to a 10 degrees angle. That is 1. We'll do 10 on this. Bend the knees into the chest. Reach the spine up, straighten the knees. Spine rolling down in control. The legs goes down 10 degree. 2. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, reaching all the way up. Inhale, spine down. Exhale, leg down. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, up. Inhale, spine. Exhale, leg 4. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, legs down. 5. Knee to the chest in. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, spine down. Exhale, legs down. 6. Knee to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, spine. Exhale, legs. 7. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, spine. Exhale, legs. 8. Knee to chest. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, spine down, control. Exhale, lower leg. Inhale, knee. Exhale, up. Inhale, spine. Exhale, leg. Last one. Inhale, knee to chest. Reach up, exhale. Inhale, spine down. Exhale, leg down. 10 degrees leg. Hold it for 30 seconds. It's nice to have the core to get really prepared at the start of our practice. No arches, so check the insertion of your hands underneath the back and you're really seeing everything. And if that's difficult, feel free to bend the knees, re-seal back in again, and then do it. Alright, last 30 seconds. Want your head to go up, reach the arms forward. I have no option of bringing my leg down. There's somebody right underneath my legs. Keep going, crunch up, shoulders up. Squeeze the legs in for 10 more seconds. Crunch up, 5, crunch up. And hug the legs. Roll, come up. Step back, plank. Now separate the feet at a hip width distance. Shoulders in line with the wrist. Stay here. 1 minute. So on those wrists to start working. And try pressing down to the floor, reaching the mid-spine really high up. And keep that posterior pelvic tilt intact with the glutes slightly engaged. Seconds down. Last 30. Get it on the wrist as the body plunges slightly forward, reducing the angle of wrist flexion. Fingertips are active. Last 10. Good. Bring the knees down to the floor. Rest chest and chin down into Ashtanga Namaskar. Then from there, stretch the arms forward. Bring your palms as close as your shoulders are. Now begin to walk the knees in towards the chest, creating a gentle mid-spinal curve. As well letting the neck to create a gentle arch. Maybe you wish to come on the fingertips, because there's activation of the deeper arms muscles. Stay or take one more step with the knees coming closer towards your chest. Good. Walk the legs back. Draw the palms next to the ribs. Good morning. Relax. Press up into a cobra. Inhale. Now, depending on your curvature of the back, choose the amount of lift which feels good. So maybe if you are someone who takes longer time to warm up the back fully, you want to keep the lift until your rib cage or slightly higher than that. If you feel the warmth is there and you want to reach for a greater range of motion, push down and maybe come higher up. 4 breaths. Great. Lower the body all the way down first. Tug the toes under, push back and downward facing. First dog, so walk out with feet. Press the heels down, gentle and slow. Stretch the calves. Great. Come forward into plank once again. Feet stay separated. This time, transfer the weight on your left palm and wrap your right arm back on your sacrum. 30 seconds there. Now feel free to bring your right palm down at any moment, especially if you start losing that alignment, especially if the hip begins to drop down or the core doesn't feel the engagement. It is always better to choose an option and to do it right than to try doing the harder one without the right form of it. Okay, bring it down. Switch side. Weight is on the right palm, wrap your left arm back. So instead of sinking downwards, you want to push and reach high. Leg strong. Last 10. And bring it down. Good. Go back and downward facing dog. Take one breath. Inhale, come forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale and downward facing dog. One more. Plank in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward. Exhale, push back to downward. Step the right foot in between palm. Step the left foot in, separating the feet at the hips width from each other. Lift halfway, come on the fingers, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Holding this for 1 minute, your first forward fold of the morning. Take time for the hamstrings to feel light. Modify any versions of your arms. Maybe a shoulder stretch, maybe grabbing into the opposite elbows. Check it out, what feels right. Last 30 seconds. Surrender here. It's a good time when we are moving into something more simple to really read into the body, slow ourselves down. Great. Release the hands, bring the feet together. Reach up in Utkatasana, inhale. Now stay here for another 4 more breaths. Check on the basics, knees behind the line of the toes. Toes are feeling light, spine upright with a slight posterior tilt of the pelvis. One more breath, sinking in. And all the way back up, inhale. Palms in prayer, exhale. Let's work in with some lower body now. So stand on your right foot. Lift the left knee up to the chest. Right hand on the hip, 3 fingers to the big toe. Extend the left leg forward. Any modification, you might want to bring your chin down into the knees. You might want to grab your left foot with both arms and go into a Dana Manjana Shirsasana with the forehead touching in. Choose. Slowly lift the spine up. If you're in modification, keep your left leg high. Palms in prayer. Squat down on your right leg and see how low you can go. Not a pistol squat. Come down to the point where your right thigh almost wants to come parallel. So let those quads really work. I'm having some extra load with my cat pulling my foot downwards here makes it more challenging. Sink a bit more down. And then straighten the right leg. Take it slowly back into a warrior three as a transiting point. Stretched arms forward. Strong legs. One more breath. Bring the palms down. Now coming in for a lizard pose. So your right foot walks slightly out towards the right side. Keep the back leg strong, so it's a lizard lunge. Walk the palms forward, staying on the fingertips. You want to reach the chest low. So from those hamstring reaching into the glutes. Again, choose your own modification. Probably something else might feel more connected with your line of practice. One more breath. Walk back up. Center your left palm. Come on the outer edge of your left foot. Grab hold of the right big toe and shoot up into a Vashisthasana, side plank. Hips are high. Looking up. Release in a three-leg dog, so lift that right leg back all the way up to the ceiling. Now listen carefully. Shift forward. Bring the right knee up to the right upper arm. Plunge forward and raise your left leg up in a one-leg crow. Your option is a crow for 10 seconds. And jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take 4 breaths. Gaze forward. Step left foot forward first. Inhale. Step in the right foot. Exhale, lift halfway in. Exhale, fold. Relax there for a few breaths. Grab the opposite elbows and breathe. Few more breaths. Great. Abhinutkatasana, inhale. Straight legs, palms in prayer, exhale. Release 2 deep breaths. Ready for the second side now. Okay, so we are grounding on our left foot. Left hand on the hip. Right knee comes up. Grab the big toe. Extend out. Hold or add the same modification as you chose to be in on the previous side of your practice. Strong bottom leg. Keep the leg there. Palms in prayer. Squat down. So strong left quads. Really let the left quads work hard as the right leg is active through the hip flexors line. Sink a bit more. One more breath. And straighten the left leg. Extend back. Warrior 3. Stretched arms front. Bottom leg strong. Arms straight. Lengthen. Back foot active. Lift up the leg higher. And bring the palms down slow. So stepping your left foot out to the left side slightly, in for a lizard. And create some room. And walking down on the fingertips. Holding it. With the back knee staying off Usually the power of the posture required is stronger. The back knee down becomes a lot more softer. Again, both are good choices, and that would depend on where your practice stands, what feels effective. One more. Walk back up. Alright, so coming on the outer edge of the right foot, the right palm taking the load, grab the left big toe, shoot it up. Vashisthasana, side plank. High hips. Release. Three-leg dog. Ready from there. Shift forward. Left knee on top of the left upper arm. One leg crow. Or come forward and get into a crow for 10. 5. And jump. Inhale up dog. Exhale downward. Bring the knees down. Take a short child's pose. Widen the knees. Hands next to the hips. Breathe. Three more deep breaths. Okay, sit up please. We'll be doing 2 minutes of a headstand. Now there's an option for you to choose a headstand against the wall. Those of you who are beginners still working to get up in a headstand, remember the foundation is a crown. Press the elbows down into the floor, the most important part. Press the elbows down so your neck takes less load. For intermediate advanced student, maybe a Pincha Mayurasana. Maybe you're also working with a handstand. It's your practice. You can break it down. I will give you the times after every 30 seconds. So if you're doing any modifications up there, you know when to switch the sides. Okay? Ready? Shavasana or a version of your choice. Going up now. Maybe a lotus, maybe variations of your legs, any other variations, maybe variations of your arms, maybe walking around in tripod and variations of that. That's 30 seconds. You're doing more advanced versions of inversion. Maybe after 45 seconds you want to take a short break and then repeat again after a short break. So trying to maximum go for 2 rounds instead of multiple. That's 1 minute, 1 more to go. And we keep the ribs in, legs squeezing. Thirty more seconds. $15. Start to descend, come down. Child's pose. 30 seconds in a child, or maybe a bit longer. few more deep breaths. Alright, sit up please. Check any stretches with the neck which you might want to do. Moving the head a few times in any dimension where the stiffness is released. Okay. Now let's work out on a fun transition on the arms. This is a combination of a funky arm, one-legged crow. You've done some one-leg crow, and that should prepare you for trying the next level. Funky arm, one-legged crow, transit into a funky arm Kundalini 2. The torso usually goes quite low in this, and that's a challenge. I'll explain more. Now you might be thinking, oh, I'm just learning how to do a crow. I'm not sure how to manage a one-leg crow because I can't even do a one-leg crow properly. Now, one interesting fact here is this pose for some of us might as well feel easier than a one-leg crow because the foundation of the arms are bigger. So the stability feels is a lot more greater compared to just doing one-leg crow because we are just on the palm. So here the alignment would be, I'll break it down so this explanation will take some time. You're going to take the grounded arm, so if I'm starting with the left arm, I turn the left arm in like a diagonal angle, not forward, diagonal. I set my right arm back so my fingertips and the left elbow are in one line. Now what this does is, as I'm going into the pose, keeps my lower arm vertical. If you're keeping the hands too far forward, you can see the angle of my lower arm is not 90 degrees. So that makes it a lot more weak comparatively. So from here, as you want to start the posture, lift up the knees, mount the knee on top of the upper arm, hover, shift forward, and maybe trying to tiptoe. So beginner, you might just feel like you're tiptoeing, and that's your final pose. And maybe, if possible, you want to get this up. And that's all. Maybe that is all for you today without picking the back foot fully up. And as I'm talking, actually your muscles are relaxing, so it gives even better opportunity to work on for the next level. Now, the transition is from that pose, this is the contact point, anywhere above the elbow. The closer towards the elbow it is, the easier it is. The higher you go up towards the armpit, the harder the transition becomes. And so does your one-leg crow. So you're going to slide from here all the way into the inner thigh. So that sliding needs control, it needs lightness of the legs. So the legs need to really feel like they aren't super heavily digging down, and if it digs down, probably you might just stay there and not go for the next transition, okay? So a quick demonstration. So from there, I'll lift up my leg, and from here I slide slow, watch my right knee moving as my torso goes front, and as I set it low, I extend my right leg out. And I keep the shoulder up. Not really low, but keep the shoulder up. Alternately, what you can do is, I try the one-leg crow. After that, I just take a break and I mount up straight from here into the Kundalini 2. Maybe I stay here, or maybe I start shifting and see if I can lift. So figure out what works best for you, and let's give this a shot. Okay, ready? Select your weaker side. Probably there'll be a little less space here. Okay, so here we go. We'll be holding it for 10 seconds each position. Safer to make sure that you have ample space around you because you're going to transit. Alright, time starts. Go, transit. Hold, shoulder high. And release. Something, if you felt that wasn't working at all, practice it a few times. Everything in a level 2 is consistency. Let's do the other side. Okay, going up. Slide, transit. Shoulders up. And release. Okay. Relax the wrist. Right. Time to warm up the back bends. Let's work with the shoulders first. So stand up. Go into a wall. Step your left foot forward, right leg back. Bend the left knee slightly. Put the left palm up on the wall, right arm wraps back. Push the armpit diagonally down into the wall. Feel that flexion, stretch on those armpits, the lats. Okay, come back. Switch, right foot forward, right arm up, left arm right back, push down. Bend the right knee slightly, it gives better control to push. Come back. Both hands. Walk it up. Walk the feet back. Lift the chest. Try looking upward and push the chest downward. If your chest already touches into the wall, probably want to walk a little bit further back. Okay, come back. Lie down. Take a block, second level, or the top if you're super flexible, underneath the thoracic curve, right below your, underneath the scapula I would say, in the thoracic. Lie down. Arms overhead, intensifying the load, forearms next to the hips. Pull the head, come back up, push back, underneath the sacrum now, slide down, top edge, lift the butts, bring it under the sacrum, walk legs, get the knees straight. Bend, exit out the block. 2 rounds of wheel, your own forms. Regular wheel, one-legged up, drop back, forearm wheel, one leg, one arm. It's up to you. So first round would be 30 seconds, second round would be a 45. So going down. Set your legs, set the palms and come up. Focus on the shoulders line of opening. Little feet parallel. Squeeze the legs in. If you want to walk your feet towards the hands or vice versa. Last 5 seconds. And release. Rest for 30 seconds. We'll do one more round. Second round, 45 seconds aim. You can go as long as a minute. Set your hands and bring it up. Walk the feet. Push into the chest, into the armpits. 30. 15 more seconds, keep going. And exit. Or longer if you want to. Give a gentle hug to your legs. Give yourself a couple of rolls side to side. Take a gentle right side roll, come up and sitting. Step back in a down dog. Right foot forward, left knee down. Want to have a cushion underneath the left knee, do so. Take up 2 blocks, low lunge, bring the hips low. Option 1, where you are in right now, it is. Option 2, reach the left arm back, hold the back foot. Option 3, mermaid. Option 4, getting into the foot, go for a full shoulder rotation. As in one-legged king pigeon. And this is the second version of that same pose. 30 seconds from now. Some of you might want to push the left leg all the way back after you have one rotation. Or if you have that range, your choice now. Last 10 seconds, squaring those hips. Good, release slow. Straighten the front leg. Flex the foot. Walk the palms forward. Bring the chest down over your leg, half splits. Lift the torso, slide through Hanumanasana. 1 minute. options. Just working to get those hamstrings feel good. Or to go back bends or forward fold, twisting. Choose anything. Thirty seconds. Last 15. Heavier hips, soft hands. Exit. 3-leg dog. Vinyasa. Split side, left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Cushion the right kneecap with a towel if you need. Get those blocks up. Get straight spine. Keeping the spine upright is the key rather than having the torso folded. Option 1, 2 to grab the foot, 3 to mermaid, 4 to rotate. Go. Time starts. Low hips, right hip coming forward, left knee hugs in, spine up, low hips. Release, straighten the front leg, half splits, bend forward. Lift the torso up, slide, and we go into Hanuman. 1 minute. The majority of us might be having an obvious side which is tighter than another. And just be aware of it, that awareness helps you gradually build the correction. 30 seconds. Heavier hip, softer hands. Exit. 3-leg dog, vinyasa. Gaze forward, walk your right foot, then your left foot. Lift halfway, and a gentle fold. Utkatasana, reach up. Samasati. Okay, so you have the option of doing a normal dancer's pose. You have the option of doing a king dancer's pose. Now for beginners who are starting out with a king dancer's pose, if you are, you need a small towel for this. You're going to make a loop with the towel, hold the ends of the towel, and the foot would go into this loop. Yep, like this. If it's on the ankle, it's rather challenging. Towards the toe is easy. The further away from the loop your hand is, the easier it is. So this is easier. As you get closer and closer, it gets harder. Okay? So your choice. I'll break it down for you. You might just want to stay with a normal dancer, which is to grab an ankle and go ahead. Beginners suggested to use a wall. So you're focusing more on the lines of the lift rather than trying to find a balance and also the lift together. Let's begin. Starting with our left leg up first. So I'm going to show the right leg first anyway. This is facing the same side as the screen. So not in. I'm keeping one full arm distance away from the wall. I lift the leg halfway. I bring my elbow into my hip, and then I bring the elbow all the way up. And then I start using my right leg to push the angle higher. I might just stay here, or maybe bring the left palm in prayer, up to you. I like to focus on the shoulders here, so keep the left hand on the wall. Keep the right leg active to push high. Good. Same way coming back, bring the elbow down into the hip, and then release. Chain side. Left, rather this time the right leg up. One full hand distance. Bring the elbow into the hip and turn it up. Push. Your upper elbow wants to go away from the ears. Keep hugging in. Keep the upper leg in towards the center of the body rather than going out laterally. Push. And then lift the torso, elbow into the hip, release. Let's do this one more time. So if you felt the range was fine, this time from the end of the loop, you want to go slightly closer, so make it some more challenging. Left up, one full hand distance, and go. Active leg, keep hugging in, keep lifting up. You might want to do both hands for experienced practitioners. And slowly lift the torso, elbow on, and relax. Take a deep breath. Right, last side. Shorter loop. Lift up, elbow in, come up. Push. Hug the elbow in, hug the knee in. Try using the quads of your upper leg to push. So your angle increases. Shoulder stretch becomes steeper. And release. Top of the mat, separate the feet, bend the knees, that is important. Grab the opposite elbows, relax for a couple of breaths here. Rest your palms, get seated. Our last 5 minutes left, and we will start to do the cool down now. Intermediate, advanced students, that can as well be an opportunity for you to pause the practice with me here and go for a couple of more backward bending poses, inversion oriented back bends. If something you have been missing for quite some time, the spine is ready, you should feel connected. After you have finished off your practice, you can do any cool down of 5 minutes which works for you. For those of you who had enough of back bends, the body feels right, stay together with me here. So, let's come into a cow face. Bring your left leg under, right leg over the top. Right hand back, left hand up, knot in. Use a towel if you can't find the knot. Stay here or go for a gentle forward bend. Choose. Left elbow back, right shoulder back. Gentle release of the hands. Set your right foot out, so your right toes are in the line of the left knee. Right palm back of the hip. Lift and lengthen up. You can hug the right leg. You can take the arm across your thigh and then get into a twist. Going for a looping of your hand by a bind underneath your right thighs. Press into the right sit bone, and that will offer more length to the spine. Soften the abdomen, that offers some more space to twist deeper. Good. Gaze forward, release hands, switch sides. Left under, and the right under, left over the top. Left hand under, right hand up. Curl face. Fold or stay up. Release the hands. Set the upper foot out. Toes and the bottom knees one line. Left hand back. Right arm over or hugging in. Press down into the sit bone. Lift and lengthen and then twist. More breaths. Gaze forward, release. Straighten out the legs. One forward bend of your own choice. Paschimottanasana, Upavishta Konasana, anything. Tortoise, choose. 90 seconds. Go ahead. Maybe leg over heads if the body feels ready, if the hips feels opened. Leg over heads are one of the deepest flexion for the spine. Definitely a forward fold. Any resistance from the lower body which is applicable towards flexion of the spine is treated as a forward bending pose. Last 45 seconds. Halfway. Slow return, inhale. Bring the feet together. Place the palms behind the hips, roll the shoulders back. Push down into the feet, lift the hips up, Uttanasana. Toes active. Inhale, open up the collarbones, raise the chest, raise the hips high. One more time, raise the chest, raise the hips high. You're going to create a back bending here. And relax. Cross leg. Sit tall Close your eyes. Bring the attention on your breath, starting to breathe deeper, slower, and feeling its rhythm as the breath begins to nourish the entire body. One deep inhale. Sigh out through your mouth. One more deep inhale. Sigh it out. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for joining this morning's practice with me. Stay healthy, stay happy. Namaste. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the practice. Sweaty. And that was a level 2, just in case you have missed out the entire practice. You can join in for the Facebook Live. All the videos are usually loaded. Also, you can join in my YouTube account, Yoga Samrat. I use another device which is in the horizontal mode, which the clarity would be a little better. So all the practices which we have been doing, you can recheck them back and practice at any time. Thank you for liking the transition. I like that transit too. Thank you Brenda, Leela, Kiki, Yo-Yo, thank you. Hugh Pingley, thank you. Deepak, thank you. Esther, thank you. And watch out for lots of other teachers, great teachers from Pure Yoga, always doing the online classes. We are in service with you for the whole day. Great classes, Pure Fitness, Pure Yoga. Check them out. And if you want to join me, tomorrow I'm teaching an hour yoga strength. That's from 11:30, but that's on my own Instagram, Yoga Samrat. So you can check that out as well. I think it's 11 or 11:30. If you check in my Instagram, the schedule is already written over there. So yoga strength followed by 30 minutes of yoga nidra. Thanks a lot everyone again for joining in. I wish all of you health, love and compassion surrounded in your life, and see you all again real soon. Namaste. Thank you Rolina, thank you Caroline.